Freeloaders. I'm 3T.
And I'm Mike Papa Foxtrot.
Freeloaders is a regular look at what is or has been free to download from the PlayStation Network. We download the games and give them a play and see if they're worth the download, bandwidth and time.
This time we're looking at Stranded Deep, a survival video game which takes place in the Pacific Ocean, where a plane crash survivor is faced with life-threatening situations in a procedurally generated world. Players are able to explore Pacific islands, reefs and bottomless ocean trenches filled with detailed biomes, and need to search for and develop the means to survive. Stranded Deep was developed by an Australian company and was released for Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 in April 2020. And these, mate, these are our first impressions.
Wow, you did so well. This is the.
I have an interesting thing about the blurb, which, by the way, for those of you who are listening, I think that was the fourth time I've read it. Bottomless ocean trenches. How are you going to explore a bottomless trench? What does bottomless mean to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what? If it had been my turn to read the intro, I'd have probably just said, "You play you've been in a plane crash and you explore some islands, and these are our first impressions."
I know.
I have to say, you put yourself through lots of needless pain there, but it was worth it because it sounded good.
Oh yeah, it did. I mean, and the great thing is that we've recorded over all of the mistakes, so absolutely. No one will ever know about it.
It's fine.
So, I said to you, when we picked this, I said to you, isn't this the first time that we've actually played a survival game? And you said no. We'd played Conan Exiles in Season 2, Episode 4, which I'd completely forgotten about for some reason or other.
Well, I'm assuming this is much more of a oh god, I'm going to die survival game, whereas Conan, I think, was much more of a you better make some food and clothes, or you're probably not going to do very well. This actually, the premise of this game terrifies me as a non-swimmer. This title screen actually fills me with a little bit of dread. The idea that we're just going to be stuck in the middle of the ocean at some point is quite a horrible notion.
Which is interesting because I'm the opposite. I'm not the world's strongest swimmer myself, but I know I can swim, and I've also lived and worked on a boat. So.
Yeah. There's something quite hypnotic about this sort of waves. Although I know that the title logo has upset you for the last half an hour or so.
Oh, it has. It's upset me because it's not quite. It's not quite what you would see. It's like. Anyway, never mind. I can't explain why it's wrong. But
leave a comment below right. if you can put your finger on it. If you're.
Oh no, I'm going to put the Freeloaders logo over it to hide it.
Fair enough.
Everyone's just going to think the game is called Stranded. Press X to continue. So you think that this is going to be one of those games where you've got like one life and you're out, or do you think it's going to be a little bit more forgiving?
I don't know. It's obviously the underdog of the month. The big ticket title was Battlefield 5, but we went against that because obviously it's just all we're going to do is compare it to other first-person shooters we've played. Whereas this, I think, is going to be a real wild card. I honestly don't really know what to expect. I know it seems to be some kind of first-person. When I downloaded it, it was like a screenshot. I think you could see the player's arms seemed to be in some kind of dinghy. And yeah, I mean, if it's one life and you're done, that could be quite an interesting game. Whether it's if that concept, I'm sort of playing in my head for laughs, but this clearly is quite serious because the music that is playing on top of this, this is no sort of goat simulator, is it? This is drown. Oh God, you're going to drown. Oh, you're drowning again. Oh, please stop drowning.
See, I have played. I've played and I've seen some like crafting type games. Like I've played Minecraft, so I can compare things to Minecraft. You know, people play Minecraft in creative mode, but if you play in like normal mode, you've got lots of things trying to kill you and trying to destroy what you're building. And I've also played a game called Raft, which was a game where you have to trawl the ocean for junk and use that junk to sort of build your raft, and occasionally a shark tried to get you, but it was in alpha a while back, and so it didn't really have an end, and so it didn't go anywhere, and it never intrigued me enough to bring me back. So I don't really know what to expect. So shall we push X and see if we get to literally plunge into the action?
Oh, yes, let's do that, because I haven't had any nightmares about drowning for a long time. Here we go.
All right,
press X.
I'm going to push X and dive in then.
Off we go. Oh, do I see all these water puns?
Oh, I know. It's great. I mean, you know...
what's already this? Telling me about catching fish and making bows and things, so okay.
Yeah. So, do you think this game made a splash last year when it was released in April?
I don't know. I think it might have been a bit of a damp squib. That wasn't so good. Well. That was rubbish. That wasn't very good. Forget I said that one.
Oh well, at least it didn't tank. Okay, thank God that's over. So I've got.
Hang on. No, I haven't got any. Right.
I ran out. I was genuinely surprised. I sat and I thought there must be lots more water-based punnage, but I couldn't find.
Did you say anything about it making waves? I think you might have done.
No, okay. I used the splash. There you go. Yeah, well.
Oh, my head hurts.
I know.
And
this, ladies and gentlemen, it demonstrates that this is all off the cuff. It may have taken us 4 attempts to get going, but now we're going. It's all live, and you'll never know that it took us 4 attempts to get going.
It's almost like we're fishing for compliments. I'm going to click new game, and I'm making a man.
I look like the guy from Lost.
Yes, that's what that's Jack Shepherd, isn't it?
No,
yeah.
Please tell me it's not Lost.
How do we change that? Because I'm interested. Oh, square. Yeah, because if you press
I'm
square,
leaving difficulty as normal.
If you press square and change the gender, it essentially looks a bit like Kate from Lost. So that might just be an accident, but.
Well, it's either that or it's Unity assets, because I think that's the thing as well. So I'm leaving the setting difficulty to normal. I'm going to stay as a man because, yay, why not? World existing. I have no idea what that means. Permadeath off.
Oh, I was tempted to put permadeath on.
I think we'll leave it off.
Okay. Wildlife.
Because otherwise it might be the world's shortest episode. You never know.
That's funny. Yeah, but it'll just restart. So wildlife default, I guess.
No. Permadeath means over. Game. I mean, there are games. There are some games out there. There's a game which I heard about. It's some kind of like development game where you play Russian roulette, and you have to kind of calculate the number of rotations of the cylinder and but it's still guesswork. If you die in the game, the game will never let you log back in again. So
well, the description under here just says if it's enabled, your save will be deleted upon death, and enable it to make your stakes real. So if you've got any kind of stakes if you played for 20 hours and then you get eaten by a shark, then good luck you starting again, I suppose, is what they're going for. I
think to prevent me rage quitting, if I enjoy this game, I'm going to leave that off for now.
Yeah. I've pressed
I'm going to hit start, I think. Yeah. I guess I hit start and we move on. We see what happens.
So I left myself as Jack from Lost. I decided not to be Kate.
No, I left myself. I liked I preferred his shoes, if that made sense. He had much nicer leather shoes. I mean, they're not going to be good on a boat, but at least they'll be good eating, I suppose.
So here we are on a plane then. This is going to be horrible, isn't it? We're going to experience the whole crash, aren't we?
This is a very private plane, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it just became a lot more private. What? I don't know if I can do much apart from look around.
Yeah, I've got to change remind me to change the y-axis.
Oh god, I forgot about that, yeah. Okay, so...
So, why... I mean, did we not have a stewardess? I mean, you know, are we the only one that made it? Did everyone else go through the engine or get eaten by the smoke monster? Is that what happened?
I don't think we even made it to the island. We are...
Get to the surface. Okay, this is going to be a problem because I have a...
Get to a life raft.
Hang on a minute. How do I change my X and Y axis? Can't get out of the boat. Out of the plane.
I have no idea what's going on. This is... Now, we did say this is the underdog of the month. But, yeah, and it only took about 10 minutes or 15 minutes to actually download. But I'm starting to see why.
Yeah, I can't get out of this plane. What am I supposed to get to?
I have no idea how to open this thing. It's just filling up with water.
Yeah, I've tried swimming. My problem is that my X and my Y's round the wrong way. Where's the door on this thing?
There's like a curtain, but I don't know how to swipe it. I don't know. None of my buttons seem to do anything.
I found the hole in the plane. There's a hole in the plane. Found the hole in the plane.
Have I got to swim down for it, or have I got to go up?
You got. It's just before the pilot and turn left.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm on the surface.
So I have to swim.
Oh, and I found a lifeboat or life raft thing.
Oh, I was trying to just.
And then something exploded, so I don't know if I died or not.
Yeah, this is already. I know, you know, we've as I said it's the underdog, but it's very, very rough feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not one of the most polished games we've played.
No.
I mean, having said that, if I sit and think back to Conan, that wasn't a particularly polished game either.
We've played some very unpolished ones.
I need to change. Oh, thank God! Now I've got options. General controls, sensitivity, invert.
Pick up a paddle.
How do I change? Invert axis. Do you want to save changes to the existing? Yes. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Oh. Ride along in the raft. What am I going to do? What have I got to do?
Well, I got to find a paddle, but I don't know if I need one because I'm already sort of floating.
If you want to row with a paddle.
L2.
Pick up paddle.
Oh, I'm just dragging it towards this little island here with L2. That seems to be
up paddle.
What we're doing.
Paddle. Pick up paddle. Paddle. Press to pick up paddle.
Where's the paddle?
I am. It's on the side of the boat.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Now I've dragged the raft onto the island a bit later.
Yeah, but it isn't letting me pick it up. So that's lovely. There's something wrong there.
Oh, I've got it. I don't know if you have to hold it or not, but I'm going to use it as a weapon.
I'm running straight to the. Just going to swim straight to the shore. There's a cargo container there that must have fallen out of the hold of the plane. I mean, you know, how else would it have got there?
Beat a crab to death with a paddle. I can. All right, I have a crab. I have a dead crab.
Pick up 2 rocks and 2 sticks.
Oh,
okay.
There's a rock. All right. Well, I'll have that then. So this is our tutorial then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need another
Pick
rock.
up 2 rocks and 2 sticks.
Oh, it's very juddery.
Yeah, now pick up is working, but it wasn't working before. Is that a stick? No. Are you a stick? No. Are you a stick?
I've seen another rock.
Oh, I've got 2 rocks. Just got to find a stick now. Are you a stick?
What if I pick up 3 rocks? Can I be a maverick? Yeah, I'm going to just collect all the rocks.
Why 2 rocks and 2 sticks? What's that about?
It seems to just be testing our ability. Maybe it thinks we bumped our head on the crash and it's just making sure we understand. Oh, here's a stick. Oh, you've got to be very precise with that.
Oh, I found planks. I picked up planks.
So there's sticks if you head sort of more towards the greeny areas where the palm trees
are. Well, I found corrugated iron. I appear to have an infinite. I appear to be walking around with a TARDIS in my pocket.
Yeah. Have you got a crab in your TARDIS though? Because I have.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm not going to pick up a dirty. Not going to pick up a dirty crab.
Use R1 to open the crafting menu. What can I make with a crab and 2 sticks?
Oh
God.
Maybe a shish kebab. I don't know.
Highlight the...
That's just kebab. That's just karab.
Shish kebab. I've got... Right, so highlight the stone tool and press X to craft. Oh, God, I hate crafting.
Yeah, this is reminding me awfully of Conan.
I've got a trophy, though.
I still haven't. I've only found one stick. I found lots of stones, though. I'm picking up every stone, because you never know, they might become weapons. And I'm also going to pick up a crab. Oh, no, it won't let me. Probably because you have to kill it, and I don't want to kill it.
Oh, you got to kill a crab. Right.
Crabs are our friend.
I've
also picked up something, which I don't know what it was. I don't know what I picked up. I picked it up right at the beginning. I have no idea what it is. I thought it was a stone, and it turns out that it's something else. I don't know what it is, but I'm carrying it around. Oh, it is a stick. Okay.
I'm walking around with a paddle in my hand, like a mental person, just like I'm ready to hit things. I've got to find lashing to make this... I don't know what it means by lashing. Presumably there's some rope hanging around somewhere.
Quick craft, choose an item.
A crab! Another crab! There we go. I'll have that one as well. Oh, I'm going mad for crabs here.
What are we doing?
It's telling me that I need to craft a refined knife using lashing, a stick, and a stone tool.
I don't know what the hell I just made.
Aloe vera. Corrugated scrap. Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah, I've got lots of that.
Oh, God. So essentially just pick up everything.
Yeah. It's not the smoothest game on the planet, is it?
I don't know. No, sorry. I'm going to hit a crab. Sorry, I got distracted because there's another crab. No, it's not very smooth at all. Oh, this one's a tricky one. It pinched me! I'm having that. I'm glad I killed it now. I took damage from that crab.
This shows what you're crafting.
These crabs are handy. They keep pinching me. That's because I can't hit it.
Highlight stone. Highlight the stone tool and press.
I just leveled up by killing lots of crabs.
Use R1 to open the crafting menu. Okay. Highlight the stone tool. Okay. I hate tutorials like this. Trophy earned. Because I have to read everything really carefully, and this is not very intuitive. Okay, no. Open the crafting menu and highlight... Okay, so which one is the crafting menu? Is the crafting menu this side or that side?
I think it's R1.
And highlight the recipe. Okay, so R1. Okay, let's go out. And highlight the refined knife. Refined knife. Ah, all right.
Oh, I've got rations on the lifeboat.
I have to find something.
I do like that the lifeboat has a little bag on the side, and one of the items is duct tape. And the description says, if you can't fix it with duct tape, you're not using enough.
Oh, no. You got fix everything with duct tape. Where did you find the lashings, by the way?
I have not yet. I'm hoping that duct tape might do it, which is why I'm going to... No, it seems to be rope that it needs.
Yeah, it won't let me steal trees and things. I know in one of the games, like a survival type game, which I've watched other people play, ARC or ARC or something like that. It's some kind of like Valley of the Doomed, where you run around and you're chased by dinosaurs and things. You kind of do. Oh, you can run. Oh, but it tires you out.
I just want to find some rope.
Aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Oh.
I don't know where the... I thought I could have just used some of the rope from the side of my boat. Maybe I'll go back and have another look at that.
Well, I'm just looking at everything, seeing what there is. Yeah, there's a great big... I've got a great big telegraph pole in the middle of the ocean for some reason.
I might have to go to another island, you know. Maybe all the things aren't here. I might go into my boat and just go to another island, because otherwise this is just going to be half an hour of me splashing around.
I found a sunken boat.
Oh, what? Like underwater? Are you swimming? Or?
Yeah, I'm swimming underwater. I found a sunken boat. Oh, this is really quite nice.
Well,
I thought it was like a telegraph pole in the middle of the water. I'm wondering if there's anything in the boat that I can find and steal.
well, I was looking at the rope on the side of this life raft, but I guess, you probably need that for being a life raft, but...
Probably not. What's this? Console. Press L1 to open. No, we're going to drown if we stay here.
Trophy earned. Oh, no idea how I got one, but jumped in the boat. Hold this to operate.
There is another island.
Yeah, I'm heading over to one.
There's other islands, and yeah, it's basically if you look where the cargo container is, so where the life raft is. If you go past the cargo container, there's like a telegraph pole that sticks out of the ground and out of the water. And as soon as I went in the water, I found that it was a boat. So
I'm just gonna paddle over to another island and see if I can find.
For some reason, I'm walking around with a stone in my hand. I have no idea why.
Must be able to put it away in your inventory. Like, I was walking around with a paddle in my hand for a long time, but I did kill a lot of crabs with it, and then I got a hunting trophy or something. So
how were you killing crabs?
I just hitting them with the. I had a paddle and I just hit the crabs. They took a big chunk out of my feet though. A couple of them were a bit feisty.
Oh yeah, so they are.
It would be quite funny if permadeath was on, just to be killed by crabs. I wonder how many attacks.
or even just like, you get stung by a jellyfish. Oh, best not to attack all those, because... Sardines? Can you get the sardines?
I'm
trying to catch sardines with a knife.
There's some rations in the boat. That might have sardines in it. That might save some time.
Oh, yeah, the crabs don't like you.
No. That's why I hit them.
I wonder if I can knife my...
This is...
I've just got hurt by something, so be careful when you're swimming.
I'm in my
really badly.
raft. I'm paddling the raft towards an island that seems to have a big castle on it, so... although obviously it's rocks and trees, now I'm looking at it again. It still looked like a castle from far away. I've chosen one that's far too far away. This is not an entertaining video watching my bit, but...
Well, it's alright, it's not that entertaining watching mine. I'm sitting in a boat trying to work out what the hell I'm doing. Storage, supplies... How do you paddle the boat?
So I sat in it, I had the paddle in my hand, and then it just said hold square to operate, and then I started being able to paddle and just moving with the left stick.
I've got a knife in my hand, I'm going to see if I can stab the boat.
You,
No.
You should be able to pick up the paddle and operate that. Presumably you can put it away in your inventory.
There are rations, yeah, there's a compass.
Compass, yeah.
And
Gaffer
duct
tape.
tape. That means that boat had nothing in it, which is nice.
I just want to find some rope. I think if I can craft the refined knife in the first part,
then we'll call that a good dropping off point. I've just earned a trophy for something.
There you
Don't
go.
ask me what I got it for. I have absolutely no idea. I'm still trying to work out how to equip my oar.
I get the feeling that this is going to be a game that's very free and easy with trophies, because it's going to take quite a lot to keep people entertained otherwise.
Hold square to ride along. Yeah.
You should be able to jump in it. So if you use X to jump into it, and then you should have the option to operate.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting here just it's letting me do it. I just can't paddle. Hold paddle to ride. Okay.
Oh, I got a trophy island hopper because I made it to another island.
I just swim.
And there's my theory now working. And that I got another. How'd you get to your inventory and put this away?
I can't get my boat to move, so I have no idea.
Well, this is a decent weapon. Oh, there's a snake or something. Something's
Oh,
hissing.
it's sea anchor. I haven't deployed the sea anchor, have I? No. Okay, that's fine.
That is a snake. That is a rattlesnake. Now, I wonder if I can kill it with a paddle and then use it as a rope. Oh, no, it's bitten me. I don't feel so good, says my character. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I've worked out how to equip the paddle.
Good.
It's only taken what, 10 minutes?
I'm
Or
being
am I
killed by
exaggerating?
pigs. They are ramming
nice.
me. I can't hit them with the paddle.
Okay, I'm going to the same island as you, probably. Or
Okay.
is that a mistake?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know if I'm about to die. Oh god, there's a massive, horrible crab.
I appear to be rowing this boat in a circle.
I just got killed by a giant crab.
Oh. Okay, let's go to a different island.
You died. You died from poisoning. You survived 0 days. Okay. Press X to continue.
You don't have to go through the plane crash again, do you?
I hope not. I mean, it's not even letting me press X. Oh, here we go. It's loading. I think you do, because it says new game.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be the lady. And I'm just going to go through the same stuff again.
Right. Yeah, I think this is a game where it's taken me a little bit... It's a bit clunky. I would say...
I've got another word for it, but I won't say it.
No, but I mean... I can see the idea. I mean, and I get the concept. The concept's nice. It's just... I think it's trying to do too much, if that makes sense. But it's quite clever. It's getting dark. I'm a little bit worried because I'm in the open ocean and it's dark.
Yeah.
But
Yes, you
I am
do have to
hoping
do
to
the plane
survive
crash again.
more than one day.
Well, I'm just going to wait for this plane to crash and start again.
All right.
So now I know you
I
go
think-
outside.
The only reason I'm still alive is because I've been faffing about trying to work out how to row a boat.
I mean, I did go looking for trouble. To be fair, it was my own fault because that crab was minding its own business.
Yes, and now I understand it's probably the boat, the crab that probably hurt me. So
Yeah, and
I
then a
guess you
snake
got
bit
first
me
aid.
and I died of poisoning, and then a pig started headbutting me, and then a giant crab took vengeance.
What's just happened? My boat have I just been thrown out of my boat for some reason? What's going on? Why won't you let me get back in the boat?
Paddle. Here we go. Press
That's a bit weird. I just got thrown out of my boat by something.
thrown out.
Yeah, now I'm terrified. I'm in the middle of the ocean in a boat. And it's dark. Yeah, something is attacking me.
Oh, what? So you've gone to like a night cycle?
Oh my god, yeah. Something is attacking my lifeboat. I think it's a shark. Oh my god, it's turned my boat upside down. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be much longer for this world.
Well, I tell you what, if you get eaten by a shark, maybe we call that the end of this part.
All right. Well, at the moment, I did manage to get the boat straight, but I can't unfortunately row the boat while the boat is upside down.
Right, no.
And I don't know how to put my life raft up the right way. I'm hoping Mr. Shark Boy here, who's just attacked me again, has just put my boat up the right way. No, get out of the water, there's a bloody shark in the water.
I don't like that. I don't know how you put away, because now I put the paddle down and I'm just carrying a rock around like you were describing. So I I think a stick would be much more useful. Can I choose that?
Okay. Let's row. Let's get away. There's a shark coming. Let's get away. Let's get back to any island will do at this moment in time. Mr. Shark, but I just want to get off the water now.
That is.
Yeah. It's one of those things that that always used to frighten me. I never. The thing is, until I saw a shark, I never was really worried about them. You know, Jaws and things like that never really frightened me with it because it's not real. Yeah. But I do remember being in the Med one day, and we used to go swimming off the boat, and one day a shark went by.
Yeah.
And it did kind of put you off. It puts you off wanting to go into the water for a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because suddenly, even though you go, Jaws wasn't real, you do get that, and you do, sharks genuinely, they don't attack people on purpose. They're just curious, if that makes sense. They come and have a taste.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to be in the water near one.
Well, that was awful. I mean, even though this is like really crappy graphics and everything, that was quite awful, I have to say. That did feel quite awful, particularly because it's dark as well.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that it's got a day and night cycle then, because I haven't lived long enough to experience that yet.
Hold to stop operating. Hold to attach paddle. I've put the paddle back on the boat so I know where it is.
Where the hell are we supposed to find rope?
To stay organised. Well, I've changed islands. I've just got a trophy island hopper.
Yeah. I got to another island. It was full of pigs and snakes and giant crabs.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick the island that you picked. I picked a completely different one. I didn't go to the fortress island.
The point of this initial tutorial bit is to make a weapon that you could kill pigs with, but unfortunately there's no rope, so I don't really know.
Or it's not rope, it's lashing material. It says fibrous leaves from the yucca tree. Oh my god, I'm being attacked by a crab. I'm being attacked by a giant bloody crab.
Big old spiny one. Yeah, that's what killed me in the end. Although it told me poisoning, but I think it was the crab, really.
Well, I've managed to get away.
So we need to find yucca then.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the first time, I've just started reading the actual thing. So we probably could have found it on the.
I would have thought it must be on this initial island, because then it wants you to make stuff and then go and stab things in other places. I bet.
Yeah, because the other islands are a bit more dangerous.
Yeah.
What's that over there? I was about to say, I think I've found another life raft, and then I realised I've been around the island once. Okay, this is a very small island. Fibrous from the yucca. What does a yucca tree look like, as a matter of interest?
I have no idea at all.
No. Okay.
But I'm assuming it's going to highlight it for me, and when it says I can press square to use it.
That bloody crab! Go away! How is a crab so quick?
I know.
What's this? Stone deposit. What the frickin' hell is a stone deposit? Okay, well there are no that's a palm tree. Okay. I found a yucca.
What sort of tree? What's the leaves look like?
It's very spiky. Mind you, they're all spiky. But you know how like the palm trees are like frond. The yucca's about half the size of a palm tree, and it's got like starry kind of flowers.
Okay. Hey, you can climb the tree. I can get a coconut. Hey.
And you kind of have to hit the tree to break the.
I wonder if they are only on another island then, because
Well, I've only just found this one, so.
Wow. I think as soon as one of us is able to craft the thing, maybe we'll call it the first.
I'm picking up leaves, or trying to.
Okay, so you're going to be able to craft something at least.
Won't let me pick up another leaf. Why won't it let me pick up the leaf?
Oh God, maybe you need to find more than one.
Not enough room in your inventory. Okay. Let's see what that means.
Because you're carrying loads of every stone and stick around that you can find.
Probably.
Oh, is that a bird? Hey, it looks like there's a bird over there. It's flying away.
What don't I need? Well, I've got stone, so can I drop the stone? So hold circle to drop a stone. Yeah, because I've got enough stones, I think. Okay, now I've picked up the fibrous leaves. Okay, can I pick the stone back up now? No. Okay. So then I need to go back to my craft. Choose a stone.
Right, that was a bit weird. I got onto the raft and then I heard a boom.
Yeah, and
would that be the shark?
Could well be.
I'm right on the island still, though, so whatever it was in very shallow water.
Yeah.
Bugger it, I don't care. If I end up getting eaten by a shark, that's funny.
What's this? What's this? Kindling. Okay, I made kindling. I've lost my knife, though.
Something is banging my raft.
Not enough room. Oh, it's probably the shark. Honestly, he's terrifying.
Well, no, because I was right on the... I wasn't even in the water, really. I was just sort of... What's this?
What exactly do I have to do? Okay, you can make lashings with fibrous leaves from the yucca tree. Okay, yeah. But first we have to get rid of some. So we need to put some stuff down. So we need to drop these... We need to drop these boards, because we don't need these boards. And we probably don't need these either. Okay, so let's get rid of all of that. Can we eat this crab? Use. Okay, I have no idea if we've eaten a crab or not. Now, I would very much like to find my knife, which I put down in the dark and lost under a pile of detritus. Oh, great. Okay, let's go back to the crafting. I'll just stand out in the open where I'm probably going to get killed. Lashings.
Have you actually made some lashings?
No, I don't think so. Hang on.
You probably have to craft the lashings first.
No, I need one more leaf, and I might be able to. So one yucca tree seems to give enough. Oh, this is... Lashing has been stored in your backpack. Okay, use to pin.
I can't even
To make.
Oh, I see.
You can make lashing with fibrous leaves in your tree. Yeah, haven't I not just done that?
Maybe not.
Okay. Apparently, you can't eat the crab. You can just use it as a weapon, which doesn't make sense. There you go.
I'm just going to go out into the ocean and take my chances.
This is very frustrating.
It would be nice to reach some kind of conclusion. I mean, this is probably one of the longest first halves of an episode we've ever done, and we've achieved nothing. It's quite funny.
Yeah. How about to put you out of your misery, dear viewer? we because like you've already had a death and you've already watched an incompetent crafter.
Here we go. I'll drown myself. Let me jump in the water. you keep talking.
And while 3D disposes of himself, for you it will be moments, but for us it will be some time. We'll be back with our final thoughts.
So, after spending some time on some damned islands in the middle of the ocean, what did you make of this game?
I can see what this game is trying to do, and if I had more time in my life, and it was a little bit more polished, then yeah. I don't know. I can imagine this being fun in a co-op, maybe like 2 people, but it just... I mean, I get it. The concept is it's supposed to be very difficult. It is a survival game. I can see why it has the permadeath option. But, I mean... I was still playing the tutorial for an hour after we started playing the game. It kept telling me what to do and having to read the details. And it took me that long to actually work out the crafting menu, mainly because of the clunkiness of it. It's not... There's some things that are intuitive, and there are some things that are just a little bit clunky. And I think that... while you're holding someone's hand, perhaps a lot more of the crafting menu should be grayed out and inaccessible. Or it should be a little bit like games where you unlock... So the crafting menu is a basic thing. You should have effectively, right at the beginning, pick up some stones, pick up this, and then you can make a knife. And then because you can do this, you can now do that, and now you can make an axe. And this is like all tier 1 stuff. And until you've completed tier 1, or you understand, then it unlocks tier 2, which is maybe, build a spear, do this kind of thing. And slowly expand the complexity of the crafting menu, rather than just chuck it all at you with a stupid little help tutorial in the top corner, which I'm guessing the developer thinks is helpful, and probably to some people it is. But one of the things that regular viewers will understand is that when it comes to being handheld and having to read things on the screen while I'm trying to work out what to do things, that effectively just destroys me. I can't cope with that. I can't. It's always a little detail that I can't do, and so I'm trying to follow the exact recipe instructions to do something. It would have been much nicer to say, all right, go and build a knife and look after yourself, and that kind of thing. And then you sort of slowly unlock the crafting as you go. But I'm guessing this is not that sort of game. But I don't know what sort of game this is. I don't know. What do you make of it? I've just done a dump. I've just done a pure dump there.
Dump is the word. It's fine. It's relatively inexpensive. It took them 0 time pretty much to install. It's not very deep. It's not trying to make an ocean pun or anything there. Like, it's just... I don't know.
Because you would have stranded to do that.
Yeah, I just think I maybe later on there might be more goals. I think a game like this, when it's really open and it's just like, do what you want, I feel like there's too much. If there was... I'm not asking about to be on rails. I'm just thinking that there should be... No. There should be some kind of something you're trying to achieve. It feels just like endless kind of like, hey, look, you crafted a thing, have a shiny medal and a noise, and maybe later on there are. I will admit that I have not kept this very long. I finished with it very quickly, deleted it very quickly. It's not for me.
I think you will know if this is your cup of tea or not. I think you've basically said in a slightly different way, more or less what I've said. It's like it's got too much all in one go, whereas it's not being, like you said, you don't want to be on rails.
No.
But you don't have... I mean, I can think of games where, for example, you have to unlock your... you start with a low carrying capacity and a small number of recipes that you can craft. And then once you've learned to craft those recipes and the game is happy that you actually understand the basic concept of crafting, then it unlocks the next tier of crafting. And then maybe you could craft a paddle, and now you can paddle your boat to the next island instead of just letting you go where you want. Yeah. And I think that again, not to be on rails, you still want the open world, but okay, you've managed to craft an ore, which means that you've now managed to do weapons and fire, which means that you are now big enough. You know, you are now a tier 1. Now we think that you can take on spiny crabs.
Yeah, build
and,
to something.
That kind of thing.
Don't just say, well, here's... And there's pros and cons for both approaches. You know, having the absolute freedom you could probably just paddle out forever. I don't know, like, it felt like that.
No, I think the shark gets you eventually.
Well, yeah, but but you're right. Have like tiers at least in the beginning, to be able to say, well, here's your lifeboat, but guess what? It's a bit wrecked, or there's no paddle. Maybe you should craft a paddle.
Yeah. Or you have to use the duct tape to fix the hole.
Yeah.
And now you have to.
Yeah.
Now you have to work out how to pump it up. You have to make a crude pump using bamboo and duct tape and the paddle arm that's broken, and now you need to fix the paddle arm using duct tape and the fronds of a palm tree. There you go. Little things like that, just to sort of slowly, just to really, a little bit like, it's not on rails, but you're on training wheels.
Just give me
you're
something
learning
to
ride a
work
bike
for.
with stabilizers.
Give me something to achieve.
Yeah.
Give me goals. I mean, we're sort of already talking about it, so let's just make this official. Like, playability, you said a few times about how clunky it was while we were playing.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't feel intuitive. I kept missing things, like you hover over, press square to do this, and then you're not quite looking at it, and that's frustrating. It's not very polished, and it doesn't.
No, well, sometimes it's press hold to do something, hold to do something, and sometimes it's push to do something. Sometimes you get both prompts on the screen at the same time, and like.
Yeah.
And I understand you're limited with a controller. You're limited. You've only got a certain finite number of buttons, and I can get that. And I can imagine on a PC, you've got the entire keyboard to play with, and that probably opens up a whole new can of worms, or in this case, a can of sardines.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but the crafting menu, it took me more than an hour to actually slowly figure out. Oh, that's that. I can move this way and that way. And a lot of it is because my attention was being pulled from one side of the screen to the other. Like the crafting menu is on the left-hand side. The right-hand side. And in the top corner, I'm getting little tips and information that keeps pulling my concentration off. Meanwhile, I'm trying to survive not being killed by snakes and pigs and scary things in the dark while I'm trying to work out how to do things. It's like... I don't know. I understand. I mean, there's a trade-off between when you hit pause on a single-player game. When you go into a menu, should the game pause or not? And that's something that they probably have thought about. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Some games do. Some games pause because, I've done it before where you've been playing a game. Somebody calls you. You go into a menu and that theoretically pauses the game. I have made horrific mistakes with some games where I've hit pause, I've gone away, I've come back, and I'm dead. And I think, oh dear, the game didn't pause.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm on a server, and you can't do that when you're on more than one people. And it's what used to happen sometimes with our Minecraft server. You'd come back and somebody had walled you into a little tomb using obsidian, and you'd have to sit there and spend hours chiseling your way out of this box that somebody had put you in because you were stupid enough to walk away, leave yourself in a little dirt shack, and somebody'd come along and convert that dirt shack into an obsidian coffin. and don't get me wrong, highly amusing. And, we've all been there. Well, but like this game suffered a little bit from. It was trying to be too much.
I would also,
and it would have been better if it polished. It would have been better if it polished a little bit more. And had less, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I would say it's not particularly playable. I didn't find it, but it's also not very replayable because imagine if you've invested, and we joked about it, I think, in the first part. But imagine if you invested like a day just killing things, skinning them, making fire, and then a shark comes and eats you, and then you start on that bloody plane again. I think I'd just turn it off. Where's the incentive to just do all that again?
No, that's the thing. I didn't have any fun, I have to say. I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
Fun.
I know you weren't joking, but it was just the bluntness of it was very amusing.
No, because we ask about fun factor. Yeah. I can't remember how awful Conan was, but we had fun with Conan because we were playing together in a co-op-y kind of way.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit more forgiving in its death.
Oh, and
yeah, you lost all your stuff, but that's all right. You could go and find it again, and that. But this was a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, and I get that's probably the idea of it, but I just didn't have fun. And the only reason I stayed with it for as long as I did was just out of sheer bloody stubbornness that I was going to build a bloody campfire and I wanted to build a bloody shelter, and it's like, and so it wasn't fun that kept me there. It was just bloody mindedness, if that makes sense.
And it's not fun. You're right. And I don't really want to maybe drag us into this deep conversation, but the other day on Twitter somebody was talking about how, like, they're the people who are sort of gatekeepers for games. Oh, you should just get good at games if you're not good at them. But and then it led to this kind of debate about, well, should games have to be fun? And I think yes, they should, because otherwise it's work. Yes. And so exactly. This is not a fun game. This felt like work. And I think I said something like about deleting it. I think I said to you, well, I just don't. Life's too short for games like this.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, if this was a game that you could pick up and play, put down, and it was like save points so that when you died you didn't have that, maybe. But then, I mean, but I can also understand why the developer hasn't put that in. The developer wants this to be basically, you're dead, haha, game over. And fair enough, but that's not my cup of tea, not what I'm into, not fun for me, don't like it. Was it worth my time? No. So, was it fun? No. Would I have paid for it? No.
You've gone straight through, so we'll wrap up in a second. I think just while we've been talking, the experience I suppose I was hoping it was going to be like is, have you ever played the board game Robinson Crusoe, Adventures on the Cursed Island, I think it's called?
No, I haven't.
It's incredibly hard. And so essentially there's lots of different scenarios, and you're on an island, and you basically have to decide where your camp's going to be. You've got to use your resources. You've got a certain number of people or tokens, and say, right, these guys are going to go hunting, these guys are going to craft some stuff, these guys are going to do this, and you might win, you might lose, you might fail, you might die. You are definitely going to die, but at least you're working towards something. Build a big fire so that on the 12th turn a boat might come and see you. Do this or that. This, at least as far as I've played, feels empty and a little bit pointless. Is it worth the space and time? I mean, it took about 15 minutes. I'm glad I've looked at it. I'm not keeping it. It's deleted.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. For this, yeah. I'm glad to at least to say I will never ever play this again. Would I have paid for it? No, it's about 15 quid. No. I wouldn't.
I mean, if this was like, maybe, 5 quid or €5 or even free to play, I still would be feeling pretty much the same as I am now. I just didn't get any. It's odd. There aren't very many games that we've played over the years of doing this that have disappointed me, and this game has disappointed me. I was expecting something. I wasn't expecting it to be brilliant, but I was expecting something a little bit better than this. And the splash screen has that really lovely sort of, look at this is a great game, and no,
they are.
That's the problem.
They're incredibly fortunate that they put it out with a game which is at least of a higher value. Because this, I know, and we do it to ourselves because we could have easily had, some fun playing Battlefield and shoot bang bang. Yeah, but we did this to ourselves. But certainly, if you're going to play it now, because if you ever have to spend money on it, you really shouldn't. Extra money. That's my 2 pence. So if we're all done, this is 3T.
And fortunately, this is Mike Papa Foxtrot, and we were looking at Stranded Deep, that is currently freeloadable from the PlayStation Network for May 2021.